First Mario Kart is still open. I just didn't close it from yesterday. It's so strange that the SL and SR buttons are metal because when you pick up the Joy-Con, if you touch those buttons, it feels like it's really cold because the buttons are actually just metal. They're not covered in plastic in any way. They're just metal. They're painted to be the same color as the plastic, but they are metal. Like they're just metal. I know why. That's how the magnets work. But it's just weird because the controllers look like they're just like they just look like they're a plastic controller like normal, and then you touch it and then it's cold and it's like what? Why is it cold? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the buttons are metal. I just game controllers that are metal just isn't really a thing ever. It's not a sensation I'm expecting or familiar with. You know, if I pick up a game controller, I'm not expecting it to feel cold. If anything, I might expect it to be warm because I'm leaving it next to like something that produces heat, like my computer or the console. But it's fine. You know, it's not. There's nothing bad about this. It's just surprising. All right, amiibo time. This time, I have the amiibos ready. Um, we just need a good spot. Is here a good spot? What? No. Wanted to pick up the arrow bundle. Wait, I'm full on arrows? I have 999 arrows? That's hilarious. I use my bow. That's people told me like there's not enough arrows in this game, and I don't believe them. There wasn't enough arrows in Breath of the Wild, but not this game. I use the bow a lot. Fucking back, flick back. Oh my god. It is not a big deal that I get flick back casually, but it's so much a thing. Okay. Well, I just realized I put stuff in Zelda notes, like weapons and shield and stuff. I just realized since my inventory was constantly full in the game, actually I'm never gonna put those. I'm never gonna pull those things out of Zelda notes because my inventory will continue to stay full permanently and immediately get refilled by stuff provided by the game, and it's not practical to pull the stuff out of Zelda notes. It just isn't. It's just it just takes too long. Versus just picking up the thing that's just lying on the ground right there, and that works perfectly fine. You can just play the game totally good with it. I guess it's somewhere where you can put those rare weapons, right? That you won't like the bigger on sword or something. All right, let me put the amiibos away again. I don't knock them off the desk. Right. Time for what is my daily bonus? My phone isn't fully charged. That's my fault. It is more. It is more charged than last time, so we could probably get more than just 2 hours with this game. I will say that. Oh wait, maybe 9, because I'm probably not taking the lunch break. I'll try to. I'll try to remember to charge it every time I take this lunch break. Signboard Foundation. Is that a Edison medal? Okay. Daily bonus. That's what I was looking for. A heal. Okay. Get back to full health and get some extra hearts. Well, we're already full health, but if I remember, we can use that. Yeah. Amiibos are at 3 out of 5. Are these the Zelda ones? Okay. Oh, it's time for the GPS. The GPS experience. Where are we? Wait, Zelda has a memory
Guidance activated.
super far.
Proceed far southeast.
Far southeast, like on the little island. Raise the volume on my computer because I can't hear shit.
Proceed northwest.
Northwest. That's. Can we ascend?
Proceed northwest. Proceed a short distance northwest. Proceed a short distance north.
Hey, 100 years ago, Eventide Island was filled with monsters and impossible to safely approach. A link came along to protect me, but he suddenly covered his eyes the moment we landed. Fortunately, it seems all the monsters vanished with the calamity. Regardless, when I asked him what he was doing, he said the last time he was here, he had been stripped of all his possession when he arrived. He could have mentioned that possibility before I set foot on the shore. Oh, so that's why he covered his eyes, because he was afraid Zelda would suddenly be naked. All right, that's got it. That's funny.
Guidance activating. Proceed some distance west.
Shit, there's no good word for that. I guess we're just gonna glide.
Proceed some distance southeast.
Yeah, I wanted to do that game. 100%. Yeah. For sure. This way?
Proceed some distance southeast.
Not at all. No, this way then? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this way.
Please proceed.
The cape that kind of looks like a big dick on the map.
Please proceed. Please proceed.
No, we're good, buddy. We're not.
Please proceed. Proceed southeast. Please proceed. Please proceed. Please proceed. Proceed south.
Now?
Proceed a short distance south. Proceed south and downward. Proceed southeast and downward. Proceed northeast and downward. Proceed a short distance north.
Can I get a sneak attack in?
Proceed north.
Fuck.
Proceed north.
No, not that. This?
Proceed north.
Did that do fucking nothing?
Proceed north.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Proceed north. Proceed northeast. Proceed north. Proceed northeast. Proceed northeast. Proceed northeast.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. That's whack. Just returns the rock, but does it do anything to return the rock?
Northeast. Proceed northeast. Proceed northeast.
Your chief is just gonna die. That's fucked up that you get the block
Northeast.
while I'm flurrying. Get killed.
Proceed northeast. Proceed northeast. Proceed northeast.
Use. Okay, let's go get that thing that the GPS has been
Distance northeast.
freaking out the whole time. There's a Korok here. Demon King's Claw. Cape Presier was once known as the Demon King's Claw, when many villagers feared this place, but the name has fallen out of use as time has passed. I myself has walked the length of this area and I didn't feel anything particularly evil about it. Probably another reason the name is largely unused today. I wonder where the name originated from. Yo, free star fragment? That's fucking hype. Alright. Yeah.
Guidance activating. Proceed some distance west.
It does not. It's still not really a decent warp.
Proceed south.
South. This way?
Proceed southeast.
Oh, we reached a memory here? Okay. Dorland Village was once a small fishing center, but apparently the Ryzen monster has driven many of the villagers away from fishing. Now it hosts travelers, attracting them as a sort of resort with its beautiful scenery and delicious food. The village may have changed, but its people are some of the warmest I know. I feel a wonderful calm visiting here. Okay, cool. I don't need to turn on guidance again. There's a bunch of memories here. West? Oh shit. You, I heard what you did. Helping Bolson rebuild the village? That's amazing, truly. When I heard everyone talk about a hero saving the village, I thought it might have been you. Thank you so much. I know my father, Rosa, is grateful too. When we heard those monsters occupying the village were driven out, we decided to come and look around for ourselves. Overall, I'd say it's looking mostly as it did before. I was born and raised here, so I really appreciate all you've done for this village. Now, I'd like to do my part to help get things going again in the ruined village. Problem is, I'm so hungry I can't think of ideas, only food. Like one meal that I ate long ago. Italian rice cooked with goron spice and porgy. Mmm. Think about it just makes me hungry. With a few forkfuls of that in my stomach, I'll have the brain power to come up with an idea for livening up the village. Where am I going to find that meal? Not here, that's for sure. The ingredients aren't easy to come by. Okay, we need a cooking point. Would you happen to just have one in your house? No. Wait, that was Bolson, right? Hold on. Bolson have anything interesting to say? Quest. You know, what's on your mind? You're thinking about teaming up with your Bob Bolson again, right, yeah? I'm not surprised. Our chemistry is out of this world, yeah? Funny thing is, I was just talking to the mayor about creating some kind of new attraction in Norland. Yes, I'd like it to be some kind of entertainment. Something everyone could really get behind and enjoy. You've traveled all over the place, aren't you? Any marvelous ideas you care to share? A water rally? Host a rally race underwater? Clever, very clever, don't you think? Well, and we're a brand new form of water-related amusement. That could do the trick. Yes, in fact, I think that's it. Well, I seem to recall Hudson saying something about inviting some hotshot professional racers to help develop some new vehicle. If we could work with them. Hudson? You mean the fellow from that Tarrytown place in northeastern Macallan? I'd love to invite the racers here once they finish their work there. Though I do wonder if real professional racers will be willing to come to a place like this. Okay. Do I have to go recruit them? Probably. We'll do that later though. We got a cooking pot to find, which admittedly I could just prop one from my inventory because I have that. But there's a bunch of memories here. We can do those first. Can't believe we got two quests. We got two quests at the same time. Super late in the game like this. That's some crazy stuff. There's a cooking point right here. $228 recipes. I was amazed at the delicious food I was treated to by the fantastic cook here. It seems she's traveled far and wide in Harwell, gathering an incredible 228 recipes before getting married and settling down. I suggested she open a restaurant. While she seemed to laugh at the idea, I saw a quiet pride at the compliment. Wow, looks like she did though. Alright. I don't want to sit. I want to... So what was it? Onion rice? Orgy and what? Goron spice? That intoxicating smell, is that seafood curry for you? This smell, this is the dish I've been dreaming of. You made it for me? Thank you so much. And now I eat. A spicy flavor, brownish with a strong note of umami. It's just too delicious. So satisfying. At last, I can start thinking of ways to draw in visitors. Let's see. Wait, oh no. Hi. The growing spice is burning me up. I can't focus when my whole body's on fire. But I need a gust of wind to cool me down. Do I have that? No, I can pull out a fan or something. That makes wind, but also ice. Alright. I'm nice and cool. Wait a sec. I got an idea. A flag. We can make a flag as a symbol for the village. That'll help draw in visitors and liven up the community. Time to start working on the design. Okay, this here, that here. Piece of cake. That's cute. A satisfactory job, if I do say so myself. Thanks. Really, I couldn't have dreamed up such a great idea without your help. Now I think I'll go live up there in the village with a new flag. Here, it's the fabric I use for the flag. Maybe you'll find some other use for it. Yo! We'll get a new glider we're not gonna use! If you go to Hedino Village's dye shop, they can probably help with that. Yeah, they can. Thanks for getting another quest done. We need 6 more quests to be complete. Nice. Do I need any food actually? Because I cook stuff, but do I need any? I don't think so, right? We got stamina food, we got heals. Yeah, we're fine. We don't have speed. Can we make some speed food? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. We don't need it now, but we could use it later.
Found an abandoned
Ship-shaped shelter. It seems they turned an abandoned ship hull into a house, even using palm trees to hold the ship in place. It has become something of a local landmark, as well as a place for guests to stay. Considering its size, it really does make sense they would use it as an inn. Okay. Yo, gambling? Y'all ready for gambling, chat? We could have more money. Ooh, fancy.
Ah.
20 bucks.
Ah. Oh.
Like it delivered to your place, or too bad I don't do that. Also, I'll take that rupee back. It's not for you to keep. Like what you got? Of course you do. With my prices, there's no losing. If you want to take another crack, you have to come back later. Sure. I'll take the black or herblin horn, thank you. We can make use of that. I forgot that they changed how they work, and it's not like actual pay money gambling. And I think that's good. Don't want to have even fake gambling in your video games. Just don't do gambling. Free fish, free fish. So. $5. Let's go. Without that boat, I guess I'm just stuck. Oh, you're Link. Well, here you are, our hero. I returned to my village when I heard that the pirates disappeared. You'd think I'd bump into you here. Unfortunately, I don't really have time to chat. The thing is, my boat's gone, and with it, how I get my trading done, I don't know where it's gotten to. All of the boats in the village are gone too, so I can't even find a replacement for it. I'm sure that because of the mayhem the monster caused, they got all washed out to sea. Things have flowed away from our village, often wash up on Tenoko, an island off the eastern coast. Maybe they're there. Of course, Tenoko Island is way out to sea. I don't have a boat to get to a boat. Seems like I'm stuck here then. I'll never be able to reopen my shop. I sell some things you can find only here, and my customers are eager to see me get my shop up and running again. I just need to get my hands on a boat, that's all. I would love to just support your business person. We have another memory to cash, but then after that we can go get your boat. Or an excuse to just make a boat, because we can't warp to the island. We have to get to it. Is the memory like in the inn? Looks like it. No, it's not. What the fuck? The goddess statue? Okay. The goddess statue in Lurin village is now worshipped as the guardian of the ocean. I believe it used to be thought of as the guardian of fishing. It seems that as the number of fishers shrank here, the role of the goddess statue has changed along with the village itself. Not everyone can adapt to the changes that life brings. There's much we can learn from the people of this village. I like to see representation of religion just completely changing. It is not religion that dictates the people, it's the people that dictates the religion, and that is important. That is how you have, you know, healthy religion. Lover spawn? Yeah. They gonna summon the mountain, tough mountain. The fable place, when I was young, so that I could find true love there. Search and search, search, but could find it. I gave up. Would have thought I ended up so close to all these years later. Don't you want to go? Okay, what's the island? Guess we need to look at the quest. Tenoko Island. Off the eastern coast. That is not off the eastern coast. What the fuck? Okay. But we're going here apparently. And we can make a boat. We can make a boat. Do I have a recipe for a boat? I mean, that's fine, right? We need a better boat than that? I doubt it, right? What do we need for this? We need a fan, a sled, a stick, and a light? You know, but fuck off. You're making the boat sink? Why are we sinking so much? What the fuck? What? I mean, it's working. It's just weird that we're sinking that much. Why are we turning? There's the boats, right? Okay. So we just get smart with using the boat to get back. Not on the rocket. I don't think we need these batteries or that other rocket. I think this will be fine. It's mega cozy, yeah. We should select a quest. Also, I should just lock my phone. The fan's a bit like not aligned, so we're like constantly turning a little bit. The boats don't use a lot of batteries, which is great. Wonder if we're gonna get there before the second battery pops. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, we're not. No, actually, instead of going all the way around, we're just gonna cut because we can. Yeah, battery's gonna pop. Fine. Oh, that's just. Hey, over here, bring that boat. Found a boat for me, thank you so much. Such generosity demands swift action. So if you'll just excuse me for a bit. I need this part, and that goes here, I think. Get that away. No, maybe. Yes, it's done. No cool boat. Ta-da. Do you think? I'm gonna call this fine vessel the ever lovely Mubs. Something about giving it a name really makes it more important to me. Take this. The least I can do after you help me reopen my store. I had a free star fragment! It's a very rare thing you can't buy anywhere. You're right. I don't sell star fragments either, but my shop does try to stock rare things you can't find elsewhere if I can. I take pride in my goods, so please come back to shop whenever you like. Yeah? Yo, it's free? It's free, chat. Oh, I've got to thank you, Link. It really brought the ruins back, Spirit. We won't take money from the general store to help yourself to anything and everything in the store. Sure. Yo, you're just giving me everything for free? That is crazy. Yeah, I'll just take all your shit for free. That is the best quest. That's even better than the star fragment. Just free shit all the time. So we're not done. I think we're not gonna finish this quest before I need to take a break because I used all the snoozes yesterday. I was like, future Roxanne's gonna deal with that, and yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. We can get there. I think we'll take a break before talking to them. Oh, wait, goodbye. Right. Take a short break. Be right back. Yeah. You did do some driving this morning? It's not often Tyler considers someone as worthy rival. You should feel honored. Once more, you not only completed the expert course, you beat her time too. I admit I'm surprised. Starting to think there's nothing left for us to do here. Want to plan out a fast run? You should think about getting yourself a bird's eye view of the race course. Sure, you can run the course a bunch, but that only get you so far. Use your eyes, study the course, plan your moves. When I talk to you, something you want to ask? What's this all about? This isn't a place to talk. Why don't we go somewhere more relaxing? That standing on the bottom floor more relaxing than standing on the top floor? As it's a race that takes place on the water, right there off the door on a village shore. Racing on the ocean? I don't know. Sounds difficult, maybe even impossible. No, that is not true, Shaban. Racing in a place where there are no roads, racing on the ocean? No, it is not impossible. Possibilities are endless. Well, tell me, you're all fired up? I don't know what to do here. We just up and leave this construction site? We'll be leaving furnace and in the lurch. I'll be just fine. I was able to get the data I needed thanks to both of you, and this one here too. Go help him out. Don't worry about me. Building a race course on the water sounds like fun. I wouldn't want you to miss out. Though if you don't mind, could you gather some data from the water-faring vehicles? That's a kind offer. I'm willing to bet you need lots of equipment to get the water rally up and running. Please take any zonite devices or building materials you think you'll need from here. You know, when this project started, I was sure we'd gotten the bad end of the bargain. But now this was fun. It was valuable experience indeed. I thank you. No, thank you, Ari. Things are quieter around here now. I'm glad I sent him off with a smile. The truth is, I still like to get more data. Sorry, can't help you. Busy.
Oh.
See, using the surface of the water like that, incredible. Fascinating indeed. I'm trying to get to work. You got this, no problem. Is that right, Tally? Yes, if we use the village bus, even the children should be able to enjoy it.
Oh.
I just gotta save here. Understand? We have to thank you for inviting me, Steel. A good thing too. Now that they're here, this project is sure to be said and done. Leave it to us. It's been a while since I had a big project. I can't wait to show you what I can do. First, we're gonna get my noggin building zone. Okay, yes, that's it. I'm ready. Let's do this. Some of my finest work. It's exciting. When you look at that, it's perfect for us. It's even more incredible than I imagined it would be. With this in place, Lorian Village is sure to be even more prosperous.
Ah.
I was already so grateful to you for driving out the pirates and rebuilding the village. I never expected you to do so much more for us. As head of this village, I must thank you once again. Thank you. We are filled with gratitude for you. Now, since you saved our village, there is no fee for you to use. Of course, with enjoying anytime you like.
Oh.
Moreover, to honor your village savior, we shall name this event the Savior's
Oh.
Race.
Oh.
What? You've got to be kidding. How about something classy like, I don't know, the Lurlin Water Rally? I'm giving some weird name to a rally we help with. Lurlin Water Rally is better. Well, then the Lurlin Water Rally it is. Now, if you want to give the Lurlin Water Rally a spin, I'm sure you do, come to talk to me anytime. This course is awash in Bolson charm, and I can't wait for you to try it. Look lively everyone, time to get to our stations. Alright. The quest is complete, but we didn't even do the thing, right? Rules. All of the lives from the starting point. Take your hand. Go too far, of course. You can't compete with any vehicle you like. Use the steering stick that's provided. Once the vehicle is ready, make sure it's floating in the water at 79. Speak to the race organizer. Okay.
Oh.
But it even takes place on open ocean. Beginner course. Trying to take a good look at the course and terrace above. Maybe a little vase reservation while you're up here. Okay. Do I get above the ladder? Oh, okay. I see, okay. Now, first thing you need to do is build your own vehicle. Here's the materials we have here if you want. As your dream machines, it's up to you. When your dream machine is ready, go ahead, set it afloat on the water. Let me know when you're ready, I'll open the gate. You've been asked to check the data from this rally base. Make sure you attach the steering stick you are given to your vehicle. Yeah, okay. This looks fine. Sure, I'm fucking lazy. We could try this bullshit. Like 2 minutes. Honestly, 2 minutes is like way too much, but it's the beginner course, so I guess. Alright, this bow is fine. It's kind of fire actually. I feel it kind of ruins the whole fucking purpose. To just give us like this basic ass design that just works well. New record, yay.
Okay.
Yo, free battery
Hmm.
and food.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
You know, over the restaurant per dollar hard to making it for the hero of the village. That's you, by the way. It's fantastic flavors you fancy. Be sure to make your way to Azure Bay. No.
Ha. Hmm. Ah. Oh. 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 Hmm. Ah.
Oh, we're just back. Okay. Okay. I didn't look at the course first. I thought I needed to make the boat again, but I guess they just put it back. Oh yeah, they just put it back. It's the same fucking battery too. Okay. Sure. It's still 2 minutes. Okay.
Ma. Hmm.
3 batteries.
Hmm. 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 Oh. Ha.
Okay. Let me. We should just take out this battery. No way, battery.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Hmm. Ma.
We'll have a look at it first.
Hmm.
Okay, that's not too bad actually. That's still 2 minutes. I think we could just keep this. We don't even need to change the design at all.
Hmm. Ah.
If we can't make it into 2 minutes, then oh, it's 2:30 this time. Oh, never mind. We're fine. With a new battery and all, we're fine. It's the don't take your hand off the steering stick restriction. If you're not far enough into the game, you might not have enough energy and have to take off your hands from the steering stick, which just disqualifies you. I was thinking we would be forced to go through the checkpoints in some kind of order, but I guess not. And that's fine. This is why we play Mario Kart, right? To practice for this thing. It's the true test.
Ha. Hey.
Its batteries.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh. Ma.
Cool. That's it, I guess. Right. That was a request. It's just like there's a new mini game. We gotta try it. So I think we're done with quests, right? And all the quests we got. Yeah. Okay. Unlock the phone. We're like looking at the memory. Yeah. A wild idea lost to sea. When the head of Lorinan village asked me how he might raise awareness about his village, I immediately thought of this place. Corn Beach is such long stretches of sands, and it's free of coral reefs. I thought perhaps some sort of playground that incorporates the ocean would be a wonderful addition, but no, it really is an outlandish idea. I couldn't even bring myself to suggest it. Well, maybe you should have.
Guidance activating. Proceed west.
We gotta climb the mountain. Alright. Time for food that goes fast.
Please proceed.
Wait, the phone locked? Wait. Hold on. Don't lock the phone, please.
Guidance activating. Proceed northwest.
The phone didn't lock earlier when I was using this. I think I found some kind of glitch or bug in
Proceed
the thing.
northwest.
Yeah, it's locking again. Okay, hold on.
Guidance deactivating.
Let me close the app altogether and reopen. I swear it wasn't turning off earlier. Because if it just locks the screen, it kind of ruins the whole
Guidance
GPS thing.
Proceed northwest.
I want to be playing the game, not touching my phone screen all the time to stop it from locking.
Proceed northwest.
Now we have
Proceed northwest.
purple speed food, so we don't need the climbing gear. It's not going to change anything. We're not going to climb faster. And there's no other bonus to the climbing gear
Proceed
either.
northwest.
It is literally just climbing speed, but we already have max speed.
Proceed a short distance northwest.
Sticky frog for me.
short distance northwest. Proceed a short distance north. Proceed a short distance northeast.
I have heard stories about a heart-shaped pond known as the Lover's Pond. I am almost certain it wasn't here before, although. This place was once thought of as the wish-making mountain, and I hear many people would visit. Perhaps all their wishes manifested as the pond? Some may laugh at this idea, but I think I like it.
Guidance activated. Proceed a short distance southwest. Proceed a short distance south. Proceed a short distance southwest. Proceed a short distance south.
There was a time when Tuft Mountain was famous for binding two people's destinies together. However, that legacy seems to have been forgotten as time passed. Standing here, taking in the magnificent scenery, I feel all my worries melting away, like how a setting sun slowly melts into the horizon. Okay.
Guidance
I
activated.
believe that's a stable.
Proceed far west. Proceed a short distance northeast.
Don Don's Lakeside Stable is the closest stable to where I first discovered the creatures I have named Don Dons. I found them deep in the jungle, and I knew I had to do what I could to protect them. I believe they use the rock-like bumps on their backs as a way to conceal themselves, but that is all I have learned so far. I think I will spend some more time observing them. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of cool.
Guidance
I
activated.
believe that is another stable.
Proceed southwest. Proceed west. Proceed a short distance west. Proceed a short distance southwest.
Sharing the joy of the equestrian arts. Highland Stable. Horseback archery was very popular before the calamity, though it appears interest has waned in modern times. Instead, there is considerable effort being made to teach travelers how to handle horse-drawn wagons, and more importantly, how to care for the horses that pull them. That is still good. I think it's better than archery, right?
Guidance activating. Proceed far west. Proceed north.
Hmm.
Proceed north. Proceed a short distance north. Proceed north and downward.
Downward.
No.
Bearing the name South Lomai. South Lomai Labyrinth is one of the 3 ruins in Hyrule that have been named after Lomai. Each are incredibly complex in design and present harsh environments, which makes them very difficult to explore. That said, they may contain important ancient relics, so it would be best to send out a dedicated survey team here. Yeah, there has been one actually, so that's neat. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. My mom just fucking yelled at me super hard because I don't fucking hear nothing. So obviously, it is my fault, and I have to eat shit for not hearing that she was ringing the doorbell and knocking at the front door because she lost her keys inside the car, even though she has a spare. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm back though. And my gloves are like full of water because I gave her like water and cold stuff. It was kind of urgent because it's really warm outside. Right. Hold on. Alright, sorry. There's a massive problem. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. Really, I'm prioritizing work over her, which clearly I'm doing that right because I ditched everything to be with her and take care of her right now. I literally just did it. And we're here. Okay.
Guidance activating. Proceed far west.
Here? Maybe? No. Gerudo Town? Here? I'm not sure. We'll work here. We'll figure it out.
Proceed southwest.
Out west.
Proceed west. Please proceed. Proceed a short distance west.
The EG Rumble is telling me something. I don't know why.
Please proceed.
Hold on here.
Northwest and upward. Proceed upward.
That's the clock. Okay. This lookout post was supposedly originally built to keep watch on Divine Beast Vanaboris as it lumbered through the desert. But now it is a place to observe changes in the desert landscape. I've heard it is tall enough to see above the worst sandstorms, and between this place and the lighthouse, Richu has planned for Karakara Bazaar. Safely traveling the desert should become easier soon. The lighthouse. Oh yeah. Fuck. And now we want the Mario Kart Rewind, so we can try again faster. Yahaha! Oh, that's what's vibrating. Okay. Alright, now Gerudo Town. I don't think I need navigation for this. There seems to be like 6 memories or something. Maybe not Riju's room. The current chief of the Gerudo, Riju, used to have long hair reaching all the way to her waist. Her style only permitted to Gerudo royalty. Today, however, she wears it cut short. I believe this is both in penance for not being able to stop the Divine Beast or the Yeager clan on her own, but also to give herself a goal to aspire to. By the time her hair grows long again, she must be a strong chief like Urbosa was. Okay, that's neat. These are the barracks for Gyarados soldiers. Riju recently spoke of wanting to improve the training their soldiers receive, sharing, too, how she has been frustrated with the results so far. Hearing this, I told her how Urbosa always felt the Gyarados should be more in touch with the desert. A look of realization crossed Riju's face, and then she spent some time studying a map. It seems Urbosa can offer wise guidance even 100 years later. Oh, okay. I I misunderstood that. But that's cool too. Another attempt 100 years later. I tried once again to get the popular Gerudo Town drink, Noble Pursuit, and I was once again told I was not ready for it yet. They did tell me I should come back when the young Gerudo children who have been living abroad return to town. Apparently some special drinks were prepared for their arrival, and I should ask again then. Okay. I'm in the right place. The main settlement of the Gerudo town, is ruled by Chief Rijo. Though young, she seems to be working hard in service to her people, overcoming both the divine beast and the threat the Yiga clan posed. In fact, the town is more lively than ever. It is humbling to see her face such challenges. When mother died, I was inconsolable. Okay, that's interesting, yeah. Not here. Okay. Where that is. Oh, the goddess statue, perhaps? What was that again? Wasn't that here? Maybe they moved it. Oh, no, it's the fields. Riju complimented my technique when handling a sand seal, a skill I only possessed thanks to the training Urbosa gave me so long ago. I then told Riju of the time I forgot a shield and was left behind by both my sand seal and Urbosa, and a young girl doubled over laughing. I still sometimes forget that this young girl is chief of her people. Yeah. So, not here. Here's another one. Not here. Okay. It has to be the Trisha, right? Has to be. Riju's beloved sand seal, Patricia, was apparently a gift from her mother. They seem to have formed a close bond over the many years of Riju's studies and training. I think they can even communicate with one another, though I am not able to understand Patricia at all. Yeah, I mean, I think most people can't.
It is activated.
This is
Far southwest.
where the fucking fairy fountain was. It's not there anymore.
Proceed southwest.
We need to get out of here.
Proceed southwest.
Could just climb out.
Proceed southwest. Proceed southwest. Proceed west. Proceed southwest. Proceed a short distance west. Proceed west and downward. Proceed a short distance west. Proceed west and downward.
Downward?
Proceed northwest and downward.
Huh? Can't go lower, or you want me to go into the cave?
Proceed a short distance northwest. Proceed a short.
Immense Gerudo Great Skeleton lies here. Legends say that long, long ago, Hyrule was actually the bottom of vast ocean. Considering the marine fossils that have been found across the world, I see little reason to doubt this. Except it seems to me that there are too few fossils. Maybe sea life found routes even deeper? Maybe through chasms like the one near Viridia Lookout. Maybe as far as the depths. No, I'm getting carried away. Why? Wait, when the fuck was that recorded? If you're mentioning the depths. I thought the depths weren't known before Link and Zelda went down to look at Ganondorf, right? The great upheaval happened when they woke up Ganondorf. I think Nintendo did an oopsie there. Because that doesn't make sense to me. Alright. I think it might be a good time to take a break. I know I got the stream interrupted and everything so for earlier, but yeah, I don't know. I couldn't plan for that, and the ads are still gonna play, so I'm I'm just gonna play the ads. I will be back. Yeah, we'll keep looking for more of Zelda stuff. So far, we found some quests. That was cool. We found a bunch of Koroks also. I'm happy with that. It's very cool. Yeah, I come back. All right, I'm back. And sorry about all the interruptions. This is just very upsetting. I don't know why that had to happen. She said something like she had a fight with my sister about me yesterday. I don't know why the fuck. Like if let's say my sister had a problem with me, she could talk to me. I don't think it's a problem That has to be anything like that. I don't think mom needs to fucking. Yeah, me either for something I don't control. Plus, I did help her just now because it's the correct thing to do. Someone in distress that needs help, and you help them. That's what I did.
Guidance
She left
activating.
now. I don't know if she
Proceed
left
phone
for why, because
northeast.
obviously whenever she leaves, she never tells me anything. But you know, sure she'll be back and she'll be fine. She doesn't have to tell me anything. But given what just happened, I'm a bit worried.
Proceed north.
It is very warm, apparently. Okay, so let's do something about it.
Please proceed. Please proceed. Proceed a short distance north.
The North Gerudo ruins are connected to Gerudo Town via an underground pathway that Riju showed me. She told me it was an escape route in the event of an emergency, that short of some immense disaster, she couldn't imagine using it for such a purpose. She laughed as she said this, and though she seemed unconcerned in the moment, it's clear the safety of her people is never far from her mind. I believe they did end up using it.
Guidance activating. Proceed some distance north.
So that's about this pit here, which is an interesting one, because there's two of these bottomless pits in Breath of the Wild, right? Um, Now I wonder if we're gonna get some bonus lore about those pits.
Please proceed.
That would explain why the depths were mentioned earlier.
Proceed some distance north. Proceed north.
I need sand boots. It's pretty bad.
Please proceed.
And we don't need the climbing
Please
gear
proceed.
because we have speed boost.
Proceed north. Proceed north. Proceed north. Proceed north.
Explosive barrels. That's
Proceed north.
annoying.
Proceed north. Please proceed. Proceed northeast. Proceed a short distance northeast. This vicinity.
In this vicinity?
Short distance northwest. Proceed a short distance west. Proceed a short distance northwest.
Exploring where the chasm leads. This is the chasm located near Burida Lookout. There are records that suggest ancient people lived far below ground in the depths, and I suspect holes such as this one could connect the surface to that place. But if I want to find evidence proving my theories, I will need to researchers wholly dedicated to the task. I should speak with Pura to see if she knows anyone qualified and capable of tackling this. Yeah, that's not quite what I was hoping for. Maybe the Yiga have better info. Actually, the app froze. Alright. I know the Yiga have memories in the depths.
Guidance activating. Proceed some distance southeast.
The mentioning of the depths by name like that. I have many questions.
Proceed a short distance northeast. Nowadays, it seems
Nowadays, it seems Riju has Karakara Bazaar well protected with diligent soldiers. But when I came here 100 years ago, the traders who frequented this place were on their own. I was fortunate that Urbosa herself served as my bodyguard.
guidance activating. Proceed northeast. Proceed west. Proceed southwest. Proceed a short distance southwest. Proceed a short distance west.
It may be my imagination, but it feels like there is even more heat in the air here than in the past. And despite that oppressive heat and the seemingly desolate environment, I believe there is more vitality in this desert than anywhere else. Perhaps I feel this way because I've seen the strength of those who call this place home.
Guidance activating. Proceed northeast.
What the fuck is that? Is that just the stable?
Proceed a short distance northeast.
Is there have been reports of monsters in the well here at Gyardo Canyon Stable, and and though we have sealed the entrance of their den with rocks, I doubt that is a permanent solution. As an additional measure, I've also told the stable manager to avoid using the well. It will be inconvenient, but safety is of the highest priority. You know.
Guidance activating. Proceed some distance southeast.
Okay, we're gonna outgrow the fucking Gilliard, but I feel like we don't have a choice. And that's fine.
Proceed southeast. Please proceed. Please proceed. Please proceed. Proceed east. Please proceed. Proceed a short distance east.
Looks like we're not outgrowing the Gilliard.
Proceed a short distance
It's
southeast.
just not looking at us. I finally get to see all these amazing sights you saw, Urbosa. I wish that it hadn't cost what it did, but thanks to the things you and everyone else taught me, and the time we spent together, I can move forward with my head held high. Thanks to you, I'm going to be okay. Could you tell my mother that for me, please?
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
North. Okay, just fucking jump off. I'm fine with not fighting the Glia. I would have fought it, but
Proceed northeast.
northeast. So this way?
Proceed northeast and downward.
Downward? This is where the Divine Beast Vanaboris was found, according to the Gyarados champion Urbosa. Controlling the Divine Beast was similar in practice to how she controlled lightning. Both required considerable force of will, but with the Divine Beast it was much, much more difficult. Interesting. Driving the Divine Beast is harder than controlling lightning. Alright. That is some lore. That is some
Guidance
lore.
activated. Proceed east. Proceed northeast. Please proceed. Please proceed. Proceed a short distance northeast.
The dried rock face of the entrance to Gyarados Canyon shows how little rain this region gets. While it may not be so perilously hot as to require advanced elixirs, the sweltering air does strike you the moment you set foot here, and it serves as a warning of the rugged desert ahead.
Guidance activating.
Mount Alia.
East.
Okay. I feel like this might be better. And fast travel is so fast now.
Proceed west.
By like cold. The other way? West? This way?
Please proceed.
Oh, we're on the Great Plateau, actually. I just realized that, actually.
Proceed southwest.
I was like, where the fuck are we that there's snow and shit?
Proceed a short distance southwest.
Oh, wait, the king is buried on top of Mount Halia? That's cool. I bet the voice memory will confirm that it is, in fact, the
Please
king's tomb.
proceed.
I kind of already know that because it's obvious, but
Proceed a short
nothing in the game said so.
Proceed
So,
east and upward.
you know, that'd be cool.
Proceed a short distance northeast. Proceed a short distance.
Father's grave. I heard that stacking these rocks was the best that could be done for him. Well, they could not have picked a better place. That he will rest here forever, looking out over Hyrule. Mother, father, though the land is still littered with ruins, I promise you that I will restore it. Please watch over me as I do it. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Guidance activated. Proceed northeast.
Northeast, so this way?
Proceed north.
North?
Proceed northeast.
Northeast.
Proceed a short distance north.
North.
Proceed north and downward.
Downward.
Proceed downward.
Downward.
Proceed southeast and downward.
Alright.
Proceed south and downward. Proceed a short distance southwest.
Is that the Shrine of Resurrection? It's not. People
Proceed
lied to me. They were like, "Oh yeah, the game will direct you to the entrance of caves and stuff." It's just fucking lie. It's not even true. It's not even trying to be true.
Proceed southwest.
Yo, $3.
Proceed southwest. Proceed a short distance southwest.
It was here in the Shrine of Resurrection that ancient Sheikah technology preserved Link's life. I was able to clearly sense when he woke from his 100-year slumber, and I'm so happy that my voice could reach him. Cool. And more Great Plateau, please.
Guidance activated. Proceed north.
North.
Proceed northwest. Proceed a short distance northwest. Proceed north and downward. Proceed a short distance east. Proceed a short distance southeast.
Southeast.
Proceed a short distance east.
Link's trauma. Upper Pond used to be filled with hot-footed frogs. Perhaps the monsters have driven them away. In any case, this is the place I finally managed to catch one. I was incredibly excited, and I tried to show Link, but he kept flinching and backing away from me. Oh, is Link afraid of frogs? That is not conveyed in gameplay. That's unfortunate. It's a fun touch to want to implement. I wish, you were actually somewhat scared of frogs in a way, because then that would have made that voice memory way nicer. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, this way.
Proceed southeast.
Ah, we can go around the cliff.
Please proceed.
I just no audio cue that the power up will help now. There used to be one, right? Now there's just nothing. It just stops.
Please proceed.
Golden apple. Mine. Yo, it's fucking Zelda. Look at that.
Proceed.
Isn't that cool? It's a Yiga, it has to be.
Proceed southeast. Proceed a short distance southeast.
Because I did the current state of the game. Zelda's a dragon. I'm pretty sure.
Proceed a short distance south.
There are several ancient texts and works of literature that speak of the Temple of Time by name, but all of them describe a structure that differs in design from the one we see today. Hyrule's history is long, and this discrepancy is one of the unsolved mysteries of our land. Yeah, that's weird, because
South.
this is clearly an Ocarina of Time reference. And I have issues with this, because this is clearly suggested to be the Ocarina of Time,
Proceed south.
Temple of Time. Shut the fuck up, guidance.
Guidance.
I'm talking. So, like, the way I see the lore written for this game, it is in the far future beyond most Zelda games. And that includes the distant past that Zelda is sent to, that is also in the distant future of most Zelda games. And the reason why I back this up is because the Zora lore lines up with being descending from the Zora princess in Ocarina of Time, right? Whatever. I forget her name, but they say they reference her directly, I think, in Breath of the Wild. And in this game, there's a new Zora King that rewrote the lore tablets and talks about how they got here in this region of the world, right? Not in Hyrule, in this region of the world. They settled down here around the same time that the Demon King was born. Like, they were fresh. Um, the first Calamity Ganon was 10,000 years ago, and that's around the same time the Zora settled down. There was a Zora like sage, but I'm not sure. Maybe the Zora were starting to settle down, or they were exploring the area, right? Maybe, like, they didn't have their entire fucking deal figured out yet for being in this area yet. They were starting to settle down, but this, and also this game, also says very clearly that there's Zoras that exist and live and have villages not in Hyrule, right? Elsewhere. Because Sidon's wife, which I forget her name, she doesn't come from Hyrule. She's from another Zora place. And they have slightly different culture. They don't dress the same. They don't use the same metals for their weapons and stuff, for their armor. And so, you know, there's something about that. So if they settled here, and they're descendants of fucking the Ocarina of Time Zora princess, but all of that was before they settled here, meaning this Ocarina of Time temple can't be the Ocarina of Time temple, because this game says this Temple of Time, this one, was here or whatever, right? It was on top of, like, the Great Skyland was on the Great Plateau. In the memories, we see them being on the Great Plateau. We see the castle that they have, which doesn't exist here anymore. And we see the Temple of Time also being on the Great Plateau also. Therefore, you know, whatever this Temple of Time was moved away. So what Zelda just said in the memory just now about their ancient text talking about a Temple of Time, they're talking about this one most likely, right? Since the architecture, she says, doesn't match. There were Hylians back then. Back at the time that this Temple of Time was on the surface, we see them in the memories. There were actually Hylians back then. So there could be like some really old scripts that are lost to time and talk about this distant past that they had. It makes sense, but then what the fuck do we do with this? Right? This doesn't work. And the only way I thought this could work was if this structure here was also there. This structure is actually older than the Great Sky Island. That's all I can think of. Because, and this is a huge stretch, because it doesn't make it's odd. It's very odd. Let's say it is, right? Let's say that this stuff here that kind of tracks a little bit with Ocarina of Time, this structure is clearly the same fucking architecture. These three things here are monuments that that are dedicated to the three goddesses. They're not named on the map, but it's clear that that's what they are. We can go to make my point very clear. If anybody wants to hear me info dump about Zelda, because I do that. Okay. Alright. Fuck the monsters. See this symbol there? On the fucking chip, like sages are over them, but like this is, I think this is Faror symbol. I could be wrong on exactly which symbol it is. Right. And this imagery isn't really present anywhere else in the game. It's just here. But it is here, right? The one here is hard to see because it's covered in grass. Let's see if we can... These two circle things. That looks like Nero's symbol to me, with a lot of grass over it. It's very hard to say, just looking at that. I wonder if we have better imagery somewhere else on this building. It looks like that. There's not really too much of a reason it wouldn't be that. Go rock here. Okay. Sure. Hold up. Okay. See, it was what info dumping. We found a Korok. Yeah. This is the info dump Korok. Eh, yeah, doesn't seem so, but like, just it looks like that. It tracks with the other symbol, and then if we go to the third building, these also have a similar architecture to Ocarina of Time. The only thing that doesn't track is like, no, this is for our symbol. So that, yeah, so the other one was like Din's symbol. Listen, I get them mixed up. It's fine. But yeah, this is like about the three goddesses, right? It's the three elements: courage, wisdom, power. It's near the Temple of Time. The architecture is similar, even though these buildings aren't in Ocarina of Time at all. But then, you know, at the foot of this structure, there is some kind of, like when you go to the Temple of Time, at the foot of this path, there is a central place with a fountain, like Ocarina of Time had a fountain at the middle of Hyrule Town, right? So, like, there is the reference, and it could be, but if it is, it has, like, despite all this info dump I just said, everything else I said before we started going for the info dump, it has to be before the events of the Great Calamity and the fight with the Demon King. It must be. And there is a little bit, and it's a bit of a stretch. The salt that we find everywhere says that it comes from the sea, even though it is nowhere near the sea. So it could come, and the way it's written, probably have some salt in here, right? Crystal salt from the ancient sea, right? That ancient sea could be the flooding of Wind Waker. So let's pretend this is the Hyrule from Ocarina of Time, and it got flooded in Wind Waker. Eventually, the ancient sea dried up. At some point in the very far future, and people could started settling back in this valley because it was good for life before all this bullshit happened. So they came back, and these ruins were just already there, right? It's a stretch. It's a big stretch, but it could be.
Guidance activating.
I don't know how that tracks with what the fuck she said. I don't know how it tracks that people would call this structure the Temple of Time. If it was so far in the past, and if their ancient scribes are not describing this temple, but a different one. What was this one called then? Back in
Proceed south.
the times where the proper Temple of Time was here. Because it wasn't on top of this one, it was elsewhere. And these ruins were already there, if we go with what I just explained, right? These ruins were already there. So what was this called? Why is this called the Temple of Time? Is it because they have stuff that talks about a temple on Great Plateau. It's the only temple that they could find, so they
Please
just called this one temple at a time, and it just happens that it's the same name as Ocarina of Time. We're pulling hairs here.
Please proceed. Proceed a short distance south.
But yeah, it is interesting to think about.
Proceed a short distance southwest.
The correct way is to not fucking go crazy like I'm doing,
Proceed
and
a short
just
distance.
pretend that these games have no relation to Zelda, even though they clearly do.
Proceed a short distance southeast. Proceed a short distance east.
And you could also do that with
Proceed a short distance northeast.
all the other Zelda games, because that is better for your
Proceed a
sanity.
short distance
How the
north.
fuck do we go in?
Proceed a short distance northwest. Proceed a short distance west. Proceed a short distance southwest. Proceed a short distance west. In this vicinity. Proceed a short distance northeast. In this vicinity.
I need to fight the Yiga again.
Proceed a short distance east.
I'm getting...
Proceed a short distance northeast.
fucked.
This vicinity.
When I last visited this mountain hut 100 years ago, I did not realize who the owner was. Now that I do, it explains why father looked so troubled, even sad, when I described the building as shabby and in need of demolition. How could I have guessed it was his own little retreat? Though looking at it now, oh father, did you build this yourself? That is cute. If the king just privately in secret built this hut by himself, that is adorable. And Zelda called it like shitty, whatever. It's funny.
Guidance activated. Proceed some distance north. Proceed east.
Wrong way.
Proceed east. Proceed northeast.
Korok?
Proceed a short distance northeast. Proceed a short distance northeast. Proceed a short distance east.
Yaha.
Proceed a short distance northeast. Proceed a short distance north.
The passage up to the Great Plateau has been filled with dirt and rocks. Certainly some of this damage was caused by the Guardians' invasion, but some of the debris looks to have been placed deliberately. I imagine the intention was to keep as many monsters as possible from reaching the Great Plateau, where Link recovered in the Shrine of Resurrection. Well, how am I supposed to reach the Great Plateau now? I mean, how did you reach it in Breath of the Wild? Right, because it was still blocked in. Right, that water that we drained to get in, that was there in Breath of the Wild. This area was once alive and bustling with activity. There were several inns nearby, and the roads were busy with soldiers from the local garrison or travelers heading for the Temple of Time. Nowadays, only the wind moves through this place. I pray everyone who passed through here has found peace with Goddess Halia. Yeah. Yeah, that used to be a town apparently there. Shit, the app crashed again. We might be cutting this soon. Because my phone is slowly dying. We can keep going a little bit more. I got an achievement. Voice memory seeker. Okay.
Guidance activating. Proceed some distance northeast.
The stable, probably.
Proceed a short distance south.
Yeah, it looks like it. Riverside Stable is known to many as a gathering place for gourmets. Visiting here reminds me of a time I shared a meal of meat and rice with a few who claim hunger is the best sauce. Though at the time they had not eaten in 3 days and were nearly immobilized at their campsite. I hope they learned their lesson. I think they did not. Because they were trying to recreate the recipe, but they fucked up.
Proceed some distance northeast.
We're going the wrong way. Obviously, you know, I can't tell east from west, left from right. I never could.
Proceed west.
I'm going the wrong way. I mean,
A short distance west. Proceed a short distance northwest.
The florid sandbar in Magda, who cultivates flowers here, inspired me to create a place where flowers from all over Hyrule could bloom together. Though I was able to borrow tools from a stable, I am not adept at this kind of work. The dirt is gotten everywhere. Still, I must focus. Silent Princess, Blue Nightshade, Mighty Thistle. What next? Yeah, that's a cool little location.
Guidance activating. Proceed far south.
It's like here.
Proceed west. Proceed a short distance west.
Oh, it's one of those monuments. Many people evacuated from the town around Hyrule Castle, but less than half of them made it from there to this point. And even then, as they saw the Guardians appear before the dueling peaks, they thought they were done for. Thankfully, these brave souls were here to protect them. I pray they found peace at last.
Guidance activating.
This is a spring of
Proceed some
courage. It
distance.
makes sense that Zelda would have a voice memory here. You're very connected to her.
Proceed south. Proceed a short distance south. Proceed south and downward. Proceed a short distance south.
Long ago, I was too scared to enter the Spring of Courage, not even just as a child. Though then, I could at least blame the intimidating message on the stone statue. Those who lack courage will be eaten by a dragon. But even as an adult, I always worried that I wasn't brave enough. Today, I think I can investigate every corner of this place without fear. Cool.
Guidance activating. Proceed some distance northeast.
No battery. Alright. Okay, phone. We will yield to the phone. Unfortunately, we'll get to this
Proceed
last
west.
one. It's raining, but we got tricks.
Proceed west.
Yeah, the daily bonus will not get used. We didn't take damage. Like at all. We did fight. We didn't take damage.
Proceed west. Proceed west. Proceed west.
That is a good reminder. Okay, I think that's to remind me I need to
Proceed
go to the
west.
dentist next week. Might not be able to stream actually.
Proceed west.
Yeah, we'll go west. We're climbing here.
Proceed west and downward.
Downward.
Proceed west and downward.
I see a Korok. Is that a Korok?
Proceed northwest and downward. Proceed north and downward.
That is a Korok. Oh shit. Did I get that? Okay.
Proceed northeast and downward.
Downward.
Proceed east and downward.
East.
Proceed northeast and downward. Proceed downward.
The dueling peaks. I shudder to think of what would have happened if Link had led everyone here. The steep terrain gave us some protection and plenty of places to hide from the Guardians. Many lives were saved, including my own. I was always being protected back then. Alright. Retiring the phone before we switch game, we'll go get that Korok. Because I saw the Korok. Plug my phone. Alright, we need upward. Too high, I think. Too steep. Alright, let's It's not raining anymore. It's pretty insane climb, honestly. But we'll get there. Yeah, I know, that's where we're going. I know there's a Korok. Shit, that's not the Korok we were looking for, but okay, I'll take bonus Korok. Yeah, haha. Yeah, haha. Alright. Do want to save.